Prince Harry paradox, how Duke resented William and Kate for role he never wanted. Prince Harry has always insisted he never wanted to be king because of all the pressure and attention the role entails, but according to a new biography, he was also not happy that Prince William and Kate Middleton got more attention than him and his wife Meghan Markle. Finding Freedom, by Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand, rocked royal circles when it was published this month, presenting the story of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex from their point of view. While the Sussexes and the authors denied any direct involvement from the royal couple, they did interview around 100 people in their inner circle who recalled intriguing anecdotes and gave a clear sense of how Harry and Meghan felt during their time as senior royals. In the book, it became clear that the Sussexes were disgruntled that the Cambridges took precedence over them in terms of royal duties and projects, despite the clear hierarchical structure of the royal family. They also felt they were not being sufficiently respected or listened to, given their perceived popularity amongst the public. The authors wrote, as their popularity had grown, so did Harry and Meghan's difficulty understanding why so few inside the palace were looking out for their interests. They were a major draw for the royal family. Instead they had to take a back seat. Sometimes they would be told that their projects had to wait when the Prince of Wales or Prince William had an initiative or tour being announced at the same time. However, the reason Prince Charles and William and Kate took precedence to Harry and Meghan is because they are all future kings and queens, so have both the responsibilities and privileges associated with that. Harry has previously said that no royal wants to be king or queen, and has continuously said he does not like the intense media circus around being a royal. Speaking in 2017, he explained that he was in the business of modernizing the monarchy. He said, "We are not doing this for ourselves but for the greater good of the people. Is there anyone of the royal family who wants to be king or queen? I don't think so, but we will carry out our duties at the right time." This shows Harry is aware that the pressures, duties and responsibilities of the monarch and those who will one day be the monarch, for example his father and brother, are greater than his. However, with these responsibilities, those destined to be king or queen will also be a higher priority in the royal hierarchy. He also showed awareness of how the royal family works back in 2016 when he said, "I'm in this privileged position and I will use it for as long as I can, or until I become boring, or until George ends up becoming more interesting." This comment shows that Harry knows, as does Spare, he only has a limited amount of time in the spotlight because, like Princess Anne and Prince Andrew, he will get older and less interesting to the public, while Prince William's children will grow up and become more interesting. Yet, his attitude in Finding Freedom came across like he did not acknowledge that, due to their different destinies, he and William have different roles to play in the royal family and that William will always be more prominent than him. Pod Save the Queen is hosted by Ann Gripper and features Daily Mirror royal editor Russell Myers. Mr. Myers noted that Harry and Meghan didn't like playing second fiddle, but added he finds that really surprising. He said, "The very concept of monarchy is a hierarchical structure, so did they think they were potentially more popular than William and Kate, that they should have been given more respect? I think that they did think that, and there are certain arguments in the book that argued courtiers believe or were worried that Harry and Meghan would become more popular than monarchy, and I think that's probably taking it a bit too far. And sometimes in a company you've got to be cogs in a wheel, haven't you, and they obviously weren't very happy with it." Mr. Myers also argued that this resentment Harry and Meghan felt playing second fiddle was one of the main reasons they stepped down as senior royals at the end of March this year. He said, "Harry's argued that no one wants to be king, and essentially said that he never would have wanted the top job because there's too much pressure with it, but on the other hand he's saying all the attention that's been given to William and Kate they were not necessarily happy about. The bottom line is they felt that they were not being respected or listened to, or their ideas weren't being adhered to all the time." And there's certainly a lot of commentary in the last couple of days that really gives you a sense of the fact that when Harry and Meghan were told no for the first, second and third time, that this is what put in motion their decision to take the drastic action they did and leave.